this story knew how this was going to go down, especially after the last few days of testimony. You know, when his father took that stand and pointed out his own son, it was pretty much over with. That's what I said in my previous video. But that doesn't make it, you know, any easier to accept the reality that this is how things played out. And the footage from the... What do you mean
this is how things played out, bro? When he got in that car and went and caught them bodies, he knew you could go to jail for murder. He knew this was illegal. That's why he put the mask on. That's why he went in the stolen car. But then he was so caught up in wanting to be known as a rough, tough killer. He got on Instagram and admitted to it and then got surprised. He got surprised when he got locked up for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
the room of Ksoo receiving the verdict has been circulating on Reddit. It's been on the news, and he is. So this is the footage in the courtroom of him receiving the verdict, and you'll see in a moment when that hits.
Look at him.
It's just heartbreaking for him.
Look at him.
Yeah, they might have. And then right. I gotta hit down.
Now, this is what I want y'all to understand, okay? That's gonna be your face, shorty. That is gonna be your face. Is no human, most 99% of human beings is not finna get no guilty verdict on no fucking murder charge and stand there like this. Yep, I'm a gangster. I know I was going to jail. And hell no, nigga, you gonna cry. You think he went in that cell and laugh? He went in that cell and cried. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. His ass know he ain't getting out. This shit don't be worth it, twin. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This all I'm trying to tell y'all, folks. It don't be worth it, gang. All that shit be funny, and you might think it's cool in high school, and some of the little ratchet hoes like you because you in the streets and all that. You might have a little tiny bit of money. Motherfucker might have you some clout, but you're going to die or you're going to go to jail. You're going to be just right there. You see what I'm saying? There ain't no in between at all.
Tale, you know, this is an extended clip of him just getting that news. You know, his lawyer just looking defeated, him just looking absolutely devastated, and really the writing was on the wall when we saw his father testifying against him. You know, it's just a crazy.
The lawyer is active, man. The lawyer is active so he can get that next check. Yeah, he finna get the final check and take his ass home to his wife and kids. He don't give no fuck about this man getting caught no murder. He got paid either way. Only reason he mad because if he would have beat this case, that nigga would have been $1 billion lawyer by the end of the week. Nigga, if you would have let him get out, I would have hired you, nigga.
Situation all around. You know, I think anybody that's been following this case, anybody that really kind of knew the ins and outs of this scene and of this story, knew how this thing was going to go down. You know, when you're a friend of somebody that's facing charges like this, you know, it's understandable why Young and Ace wanted to kind of, you know, take up for his homie. You know, apparently he had paid a whole lot of money. He said that he went broke in lawyer fees trying to put up a defense for Ksoo, and this.
You went broke on lawyer fees for a motherfucker who you know killed a nigga and rapped about it? Bruh. I would have told his ass, no. Bruh. I'm not about to go broke paying for your lawyers when I know you did this murder. You know you did this murder. And then you got on Instagram and admitted to doing the murder 3, 4, 11 times. You crazy as hell.
This really was a case that was going to be impossible to beat, if you ask me. The evidence was just overwhelming. You know, even without his father's testimony, you know, you had the dash cam recording of the murder going down. You had all of the songs that he had recorded. You had all of the social media postings that he had put up. You know, that infamous post, "Killer N-word and get my toes done," was just one of the wildest pieces of self-snitching that we had ever seen in the community, honestly. I mean, it was absolutely wild. And it's sad, really. You know, it's really sad to see how this story ended. This was a guy that clearly was a talented rapper, you know. All of those songs that he made.
He can't rap either, man. He was putting two brain cells in the rap song. All it was, I caught him slipping, he was slipping, and I about to get the popping, and I'm finna get the dropping, then I kept shooting. Then I told his ass, come back, and I dissed him on the Instagram. I don't give a damn. That's all that nigga ass can't take. Listen, man.
It's a lesson. You really can't jump on songs talking about these people that you've actually murdered. It's just not something that's going to fly long run. Whether
What?
it's...
No. You... No, sir. The lesson you learn is don't kill people. What the fuck? Stay your ass out the streets. Don't do murder at all. Don't put yourself in a dumbass situation to where you gotta commit murder. That's just dumb.
You know, whether it's your King Vons or your Fulios on the other side of the post.
The crazy part about it, gang, I think the police on some bigger type shit. I think they gonna go get Yungeen Ace. They gonna get all these little ATK niggas and everybody, even from all them niggas from Fulio's side too. And it's gonna be a big old Rico going on. You see what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be a big old fat ass Rico going on. Especially you got Yungeen Ace openly saying that he paid for he went broke for the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You got songs that they use in a murder conviction. They use these songs in a murder conviction that said where Ksoo is saying if Yungeen Ace say get him, we gonna get him. You know Yungeen Ace got all the money now. You know he done probably gave money to this dude and that dude. You know he made this song when Fulio died, right? I won't be surprised, and I've been saying that shit for a long time. I've been saying it since Fulio died. I heard they got cash apps or somebody from Ace side. They got cash apps to the killers after they unalived Fulio right after. You know what I'm saying? They got cash app records to this shit. I think it's gonna get bad, and I've been saying it since Fulio died, so it's been like a year or something like that. But man,
bruh. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
we'll see y'all ass about 2049. 2072, we gonna be living on Mars. Y'all motherfucking ass still gonna be out here locked up. Y'all gonna have robots for CEOs. It's gonna get bad quick.